There are no requirements to crush items with a pestle and mortar, so I checked the wiki which items would be interesting to crush. You won't get any experience doing so, but it can be a good moneymaker if you are not up to any requirements except for having some money. The items are most likely used in potions, so for example ground unicorn horn or chocolate dusts. In the ground exchange I've put some offers for some more expensive items. So the bird nests are used for example Ceradim brews, lava scales for anti-fire potions, and super dragon bones also for super anti-dragon fire potions. They're a bit expensive, the items I'm using, but if you're using more expensive items, you might get higher margins as well on those items. I did check the prices for example, unicorn horn dust, 150 GP, and yeah, you get a margin of 20 GP, so it's pretty bad. I'll be looking at these 3 items because they have some value, and I will look and see what the margins will be and how many I can crush in, for example, an hour. Okay, so we bought the bird nests for 4,962 GP, the superior dragon bones for 11,322 GP, and then the lava scales to 3,345 GP. Let's just put these in the bank, and to crush these I will just put the pestle and mortar at the right bottom corner, just so I can click up and down. Without having to move the mouse to the side at the end. So I'm getting 9 of those. I'm not sure how many you can get with these. So for example, 9, pretty much 9 of each. Okay, so it's always 9 for these, just so I know that. I will be starting a timer soon, and then I'll come back to you. Okay, just a quick side note. If you have completed the Wilderness Heart Diary, that may have an advantage for crushing the lava scale shards. So on the wiki it says, without the Heart Wilderness Diary, players receive between 3 to 6 lava scale shards. So it's not very, you shouldn't do it. You will be getting no profit at all. You will lose a lot of money. And with the Heart Wilderness Diary, players receive between 6 and 9 lava scale shards. But if I try it out, I'm never getting 6 of them, and I've just completed the Heart Diary, so big spoiler. So I have roughly 1,400 items in the bank. Let's see how long they take. Okay, so I'm done with the lava scales. For the superior dragon bones, it's best to use runelight because otherwise you will be burying the bones, and those are pretty expensive if you don't want to do that. By the way, you could also just AFK them, but that is very slow, but you could do it if you want it to be AFK. You can do it on multiple accounts if you have so, but the clicking is very intensive, and already my hand is pretty sore. So I won't be doing like more than 1,000 for this video. I will, but like generally speaking, I wouldn't do more than 1,000 of those, depending if you're going to take breaks or just like taking breaks and AFK them at the same time. And done. So 11 minutes, so let's say you can do this 5 times. 5 times 1,400 items would be like 7k items that I would do per hour without taking a lot of breaks. So you might want to do that more, or just use mobile except for the bones. I'll just put these in the ground exchange and see how much profit we did make per item, and then multiply it by 7,000 per hour. I will try to sell them at the highest price possible first, and if they don't sell in like 5 minutes, I will just put them all in for the price that is the highest. Yeah. For example, the crushed nests, I could just sell those for 5,096. So those are sold already, and then the bones are pretty good value. So for the crushed nests, so 5,095 GP, and I bought those for 4,962. So that's like 130 or 125 GP margin. Let's just say 123 times 7k, that would be 861k per hour. So that's okay if you don't have any requirements for other things, but it's pretty click intensive for that margin. So that was 123 GP margin for those. Let's have a look if we just insta sell these. Who even knows? Okay, so that was a pretty high value. So I'm just going to take away from 4,169k. I'll take away 3,345. So that's 824k profit that I made in a few minutes, and that's just for 1k. So I will multiply that by 7. So I would make 5.7 million GP with these ones at the current price, and I did do 1,000 more of those. And looking at the lava scales I obtained, I did miss out on 48 of them. So maybe it is scaled on my Herblore level because it's the maximum. Maybe that's why I'm getting more shards, but I have no idea. If you know it, just leave it in the comments, and it would be helpful for me and for others as well. Or maybe try it out if you have the hard diary completed as well. Just let me know. And the margin is pretty good. So like 176 times 7,000 per hour would be 1.2 million GP. So the crush nests were the worst. The lava scales were far better. If you could get these margins after this video, that would be great. And the crushed super dragon bones were okay, over 1 million GP per hour with no requirement, but you will need a cash tag for those, and you will need to wait for those offers to buy in or to get in your on exchange, because I needed to wait like 5 minutes or so for all of the items that I've gotten, and I did get crashed on buying the bird's nest anyways. So that was pretty surprising for the lava scales. That's it for the video. If you would like to participate in the giveaway, please follow the steps on the screen, and I will see you in the next one.